want them to make it like a Raw or Smackdown belt. I want it to be kind of like its own thing. Like,
right.
maybe some cruiserweights and put them on Smackdown because that would actually be, eating the fucking audience properly. And then have 205, instead of it being the cruiserweight show, have it be the show that you show of the UK belt and then all the places that it's being defended.
Yeah, that would probably be a lot better, because I think the concept of the 205 show was good, but I think that them just not doing as well as they did with the Cruiserweight Classic, having the Cruiserweights kind of watered down a bit, just does not help it out that much. And I kind of want to, I'll talk more about the Cruiserweight title when we get into our predictions, but yeah, replacing 205 with the way, hey, the local hero, Joe Hendry, would be like my main guy that I would love to see win the whole thing. That is, if somebody else would just, somebody else would win it, I'd be like, okay, I was not expecting this. Like, like a Doug Williams or Zack Sabre Jr. I think could this also be like another reason for them to try to hook Zack Sabre Jr. into WWE?
Is there a reason for them to not hook Zack Sabre Jr. into the WWE? Oh, wait, I know the answer to that question. The answer is they should have signed Zack Sabre Jr. Like a year ago.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Use it. Give him this belt. Give it to him on a fucking platter. I want... Oh, what's his name? He's in the cruiserweights. He's the British guy. Handlebar mustache.
Jack Gallagher. Jack Gallagher. Yeah.
I want Zack Sabre Jr. versus him. It'll be the most British thing imaginable. They'll probably have tea in the middle of it.
That would be awesome. All right, so we're going to take a little quick break and kind of prep ourselves for the inevitable pay-per-view this Sunday, being Roadblock, End of the Line, Raw exclusive pay-per-view. But again, guys, shout out to our sponsors, ProWrestlingCrate.com, as well as AJBelts.com. You guys, go check them out. They are awesome. And thank you again for sponsoring us, you guys. We will see you guys in a minute.
You're soft, you're sloppy. They calling me Poppy. I'm rolling in bands, you riding around and I beat up jalopy. How you doing? Pros wanna copy, but they are just not on way. I'm up in the club, stacking them dubs and stuck in a lobby. I'm hot like sauce. You soft like balsa. You ain't heard of me? Well, you probably are. Ask about me. Nice to meet you. So good to see you. Bros wanna act hard, they need to take it easy. Cause you soft. Cause you soft. How you doing? S-A-W-F-T. Soft. How you doing? I look good when I'm ready. You're soft like spaghetti. I'm walking the walk, talking the talk, I'm calling you soft. I'm a club connoisseur. See me out on the floor, and you getting jelly the way all these girls be up in the roar. What's up, man? You need a slap of the chin.
Bada boom, the realest club is in the room. How you doing? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Squared Circle Podcast, again taken over by the one and only Beattie Club. I am Nate the Effing Great. This is, of course, Mr. Max B, the Squared Circle Podcast champion. Max, I think I am due for a rematch for this Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it, even though it's a Raw exclusive, pay-per-view, or network exclusive, whatever you want to call it. I don't, frankly, care at this point. So let's just get right into it. We won't do, like, the whole introduction deal. Just get right into the event. So basically, you guys, these are our predictions for the Squared Circle Podcast title. The winner will be walking away with the title. The loser, well, in this case, there really is no loser, because Beattie Club for life. And if Spencer does try to get involved, he will be the only loser at the end of the night. So, but I digress. So, kicking off with the legendary pre-show, and on that pre-show, it is Big Cass versus Rusev. Who have you got and why?
as much as I've been able to throw a lot of shade at Enzo and Cass lately, there's no denying that they're better together than they are apart. So much so that when they separate them for a single storyline segment, it falls apart. Like, holy shit, they're like symbiotic or something. They're like the Venom symbiote ending Brock. But considering the fact that Big Cass does not have Enzo, he's going to be crushed by Rusev.
Okay, so you're picking Rusev?
Correct.
All right. I think I will go with Big Cass on this one for the sole reason that I think that Vince McMahon has been very high on Big Cass's single performance, and I think that maybe Enzo will get involved somehow, and that will cost Rusev big time. Now, some people might say, but Lana's going to be in Rusev's corner. There's only so much Lana can do, though. It's not like she's going to, flash her boobies and, distract Big Cass or, lift up her skirt and show off her thong. Oh, my God. I got to take a minute.
In all due fairness, I will give some credit to Big Cass here, since the whole idea is that, he's supposed to be the big, focused, kind of goofball, and Enzo's supposed to be the stupid, spastic goofball. I'm going to actually say that even if that were to happen, that he'd probably stay focused, and he'd actually power through the match, win or lose.
Yeah, well, and also considering the fact that he's also with Carmella, so, all honesty, I think that he's in a win-win situation. It's like, yeah, I get to see something, but, I still get to go home with Carmella, so, in all fairness.
Yeah, that's nice, but I'm pretty sure Rusev would have me in a car if I did anything. And I'm good. Anyway.
All right.
Is that the only match on the pre-show?
That's the only match so far announced on the pre-show, so...
They'll probably grab another one on there.
It'll probably be like a cruiserweight match or something like that. But start off with the main card. We'll have the New Day taking on Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm going to be going with the New Day because I think at this point, like you said earlier, there's no way that they're going to drop the title belts to Cesaro and Sheamus. It would seem kind of pointless to have New Day break the record and then just have them drop the title at Roadblock, because that would kind of be doing like the same thing they did with Nikki Bella last year when she just had to break the record for AJ Lee, and then they just dropped it to Charlotte for reasons, really. But I think that New Day is going to come out victorious, and I don't think that they're going to do anything heelish, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I suppose. I think they're going to win, obviously. We already discussed that. I am actually going to give the Raw writers a little bit of credit. I'm actually going to give them a little bit of faith and say that the New Day retain it clean as a whistle. No shenanigans. Please don't let me down.
They'll let you know. Down, let's just face it. Alright, so we go into the singles match with a 10-minute time limit. Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. Who have you got and why?
Well, I can see two most likely outcomes to this one. But
right.
I'm going to go, not with my brain, but with my heart, and say Sami Zayn.
You're going to say Sami Zayn?
I want it.
See, I would say that, but I think with the whole 10-minute time limit deal, there's a reason behind that. And in all honesty, I'm going to go with a bold statement and say that it's going to go to a 10-minute time limit draw. I think they're going to continue this feud somehow into Monday Night Raw, in which they will actually do something good with it. But I think with that 10-minute time limit deal, it's going to go to a draw, and I think both Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn will look, they'll look great. Or as, our good buddies over at Pro Wrestling Off Topic would say, you got to make Braun look strong. You got to make him look tough. You got to make Sami Zayn look like a star. Sami Zayn was already a star. Shut up, Vince.
I got to say, them actually, like, oh yeah, we're going to do, it's a 10-minute time limit. I kind of miss the day. I miss it way back when they would go, the following contest scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. I kind of miss that, like with the old stuff from like the 80s and so on back in the early 90s. So I'm digging that. And I'm sticking with my call for Sami Zayn, but I kind of actually want to see this time limit draw. I kind of want to see them actually, like, because Sami Zayn and Strowman are both, respectively, really fucking great and pretty good, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I think they could actually tell a pretty good story involving that time limit where, like, holy shit, Foley was wrong. Sami actually can withstand the Strowman onslaught. In fact, he can withstand it so well, Braun couldn't put him down in 2 minutes, or 5, or 10. That's a pretty... I'm okay with that. So if you're right and I'm wrong on this one, I'm still good.
Right. All right. So we have the triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Rich Swann defending his title against TJ Perkins and the Brian Kendrick. I'm interested to hear your take on this. So who have you got and why?
Oh, I know exactly who I got. There's no, it could be this. No, it's, I'm just going to say that TJ Perkins and the Brian Kendrick cannot handle this all night long. My man Rich Swann's walking away with the belt.
So you're saying Rich Swann? I'm actually going to be picking Brian Kendrick for this one because, well, last time I did this, he got me 1 point for Hell in the Cell. So I was at least happy that it wasn't like a complete, slaughter fest at Hell in the Cell. At least I got this win. But I think also with the Brian Kendrick winning the title back, it kind of really, I think, kind of legitimizes the title a little bit more. And I think it kind of really does develop Brian Kendrick to be more of the heel champion that he is really good at. And I could also see them trying, again, to do like this Brian Kendrick deal where he tells either TJ Perkins or Rich Swann, is like, let me win because, it might be my last opportunity and blah, 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 or something like that. Just, again, being Brian Kendrick and being the freaking asshole that he can be, he's just awesome in the ring, and he is awesome as a character. I really think that Brian Kendrick is just coming out as his own this year alone.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he is the man with the plan.
Yeah. But he doesn't have Big Zeke anymore, so that plan is flaunted.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's on to bigger and better things. He's in Lucha Under... Oh, wait, no, that lasted for about 2 weeks. I'm sad. I liked Big Rick. He got his eye burned out with a cigar. Lucha Underground is really weird when you talk about it. Oh, man.
What's next on the card, man?
Next on the card is the 30-minute Iron Maiden. I'm not saying Iron Man because that's disrespectful to the women. So Iron Maiden match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. I'm actually going to go with Sasha on this one. I think that she's going to break Charlotte Flair's streak, and honestly, I think that this is going to lead to something bigger and better. Maybe Sasha versus Nia Jax, because I kind of want to see this matchup between the two of them. It would be amazing. I mean, for gosh sakes, we just passed the year point in which we saw Bayley versus Nia Jax, and it was pretty damn good. So I think I want to see how Sasha and Nia would do.
Well, for me, I love Sasha. And if I had to pick between Sasha and Charlotte, I would take Sasha pretty much every time. I think she's great, even if she can't break a table with her body. It's okay.
In all fairness, though.
In all fairness. Ow! Anyway.
In all fairness, she has the same kind of height as you, so remember that.
Yeah, that's true. We're probably pretty close in weight, too. Anyway, I'm actually going to go with Charlotte. And I'm going to go with Charlotte because I love Sasha Banks. And, God, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax sounds awesome. Charlotte versus Nia Jax sounds equally awesome to me.
They could do that. That would actually be kind of cool. But I'm still sticking with Sasha.
Oh, yeah, totally. All I know is at some point I want, whether it's SmackDown Women's Championship or Raw Women's Championship, put one of them on Nia Jax. I love her so much. She's awesome.
I agree. I think she definitely deserves a title run. All right, so one of the build-ups to the main event, Chris Jericho versus Seth freaking Rollins. Who have you got and why?
Well, in regards to the story, like the whole thing with, well, let's face it, Jericho, Seth, Reigns, and Kevin, In regards to all that business, I do think